The General, the President, and the Shadow of Tehran, a South African drama. A flight into the storm. On the morning of August 12, 2025, a small delegation from the South African National Defence Force, SANDF, touched down in Tehran. Leading them was General Rudzani Mafwanya, the chief of the SANDF, a man whose rise through the ranks had been built on years of discipline, loyalty, and a reputation for quiet, steady leadership. But on this trip, the general abandoned quiet diplomacy for an unusually bold proclamation. Before Iranian officials, he spoke of solidarity, of shared goals, of South Africa standing shoulder to shoulder with Iran in its struggles. The words, broadcast later by state-linked Iranian media, were incendiary, a declaration of alignment with one of Washington's most bitter rivals. At face value, they were a message of friendship. But back in Pretoria, they landed like a grenade. President Cyril Ramaphosa, deep in efforts to repair fractured relations with the United States and negotiate relief from punishing tariffs, was blindsided. Within hours, the presidency's spokesperson, Vincent Magwenya, condemned the visit as ill-advised. By the end of that week, the nation was gripped in a drama that cut to the heart of South Africa's democratic institutions. Who controls foreign policy? How far can a military leader go before crossing the line into politics? And could one man's unsanctioned words in Tehran unravel months of delicate diplomacy? 2. South Africa's tightrope in global affairs. To understand the magnitude of General Mafwanya's actions, one must step back. South Africa has always walked a precarious line in global diplomacy. Rooted in the ideals of the anti-apartheid struggle, its foreign policy emphasizes non-alignment, justice, and solidarity with oppressed peoples. From Palestine to Western Sahara, South Africa often casts itself as the moral conscience of the global South. But ideals clash with reality. By 2025, South Africa's economy was under siege. The United States had imposed 30% tariffs on key exports, a retaliatory move in a long dispute over South Africa's stance on Russia and alleged arms sales during the Ukraine war. President Ramaphosa's government was desperately trying to thaw relations with Washington. Ministers flew in and out of D.C., trade envoys whispered reassurances, and every diplomatic signal was carefully measured. Into this fragile moment strode General Mafwanya, not with caution, but with conviction. In Tehran, he told his hosts that South Africa and Iran shared common goals and conveyed greetings purportedly from Ramaphosa and Defense Minister Angie Motshekga. He spoke of Gaza, of justice, of a united front against imperialism. The rhetoric was strikingly political, the kind of language expected from a foreign minister, not a soldier. For Tehran, it was a propaganda coup. For South Africa, it was a nightmare.